One, 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 two, 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 three, three, oh, three.
Welcome
The show starts
to the
now.
worst podcast on YouTube. I'm Stephen J. Morris, the host of Late Boomer, coming to you from the Catskill Mountains. Howdy.
Okay, let's go. Today, we're going to talk about American Judaism, American Jews. No, actually, we're going to talk about what's happening in Israel. So let me give you a short history. Here we go. See that guy over there? Huh? Him? That's Rabbi Kahane. In 1968, when identity politics was blooming, there was the Black Power and the feminist and the Chicano La Raza and on and on and on. One minority was not really part of the identity movement. Was the American Jews. They were happy. They didn't want to get involved. But then here comes this rabbi. His name was Rabbi Kahane, Meir Kahane. He started a vigilante group in, I think it was Brooklyn, to protect the Jewish neighborhood from criminals, meaning black gangs and Puerto Rican gangs and criminals, purse snatchers. And they had patrols, and they knew defense tactics like karate, and they learned how to use arms. Finally, after a while, Rabbi Kahane got involved in international politics.
He wrote a book called Never Again. And he eventually went back to Israel. He immigrated to Israel and tried to get involved with the politics. His whole thing was right-wing nationalism. He wanted to, it was his dream to make Israel a pure Jewish state. Get rid of all the Arabs, get rid of the Palestinians, uh, get rid of everybody that wasn't Jewish. So the people in the Knesset thought, oh, he's a Meshuggah. Don't listen to him. He was eventually assassinated. Today, that assassination seems kind of murky. But he did have a point about Jewish stereotypes. This is a stereotype of a Jew. I don't know. Woody Allen. Yes, Woody Allen. He made us laugh. He made us cry, but he was like a Jewish neurotic. He was a weakling. He was deprecating, and this is not what the Jewish people aspire to be. That's not the image. He was like a Uncle Jake, which means is a Jewish Tom. Then you had this type of Jew. The obnoxious Jew. The obnoxious Jew, which is a pervert, he's disgusting, he insults people. And that's the image the Jewish people didn't want. So, what did they want? What was the image the Jewish people wanted? This was what the Jewish people aspired to. Rabbi Kahane wanted to convert the weakling Jews, the intellectual Jews, and make them into warriors, like Samson from the Bible. It kind of worked, but it didn't. Eventually, Rabbi Kahane went to Israel and he ran for office and he got assassinated. So, who should pick up the torch? And let me tell you, Rabbi Kahane, in my opinion, was right about certain issues. About Jewish manhood, about President Roosevelt, his criticism about him. But he was a nationalist. He was a Judeo fascist. So who picked up the mantle? Who picked up the mantle? I'll show you. This politician here. He's a lukewarm Rabbi Kahane. He believed in how could I phrase this? Doing evil to evil, unapologetically. If they were, Rabbi Kahane was inspired by the Italian mob. He liked their tactics. They said, "You cut off on my finger, I'll cut off your arm. If you kill me, I'll kill your family." He says the only way Israel could defend itself is to out evil evil. So this Jewish politician here, he was born in Israel. He he wanted to do the same thing as Rabbi Gandhi. But how do you get power? By making your followers fearful about the other. They wanted to, the Likud party, which he founded, I think, wanted to abolish all evidence of Israel's socialist past. They wanted to close down all the kibbutz. What is a kibbutz? It's a commune. What's a commune? It's communism. Communalism. Communism. Get it? Get it. Got it. Okay. So, he tried to put Israel as a reactionary nationalist country. He almost succeeded, but then he tried to abolish the Israeli Supreme Court or weaken them. Israel went crazy. They went Michiganah. They they protested in the street. They were calling for him to be removed from office. And then Likud actually Shimbei and the Mossad told him that Hamas is going to attack them a year from now. He says, if they do, they do, and they do, they do. October 7 came. The Iron Dome, which was provided by America, was turned off, was not on, and they got attacked. They used kibbutzes as human shields against Arab terrorists. That's why all the kibbutz just happened to be right next to the border of the open air prison called Gaza. And I is reported, I don't know, allegedly, when he was told that Israel was attacked, he smiled. This would revive his political career. He's going to be the big daddy warrior to protect Israel from the transgressors. So, what happened? It happened. And now this was an opportune time. And why didn't, do you think Hamas cares about the Palestinians? No. They're imitating Israeli tactics. Israel has a reputation of not negotiating with terrorists. They don't care if they have hostages, they'll blow up the whole plane. That's to them, that's called being tough. Hamas doesn't care if Israel bombs the hell out of Gaza, killing women and children. Where did Hamas get their tactics? From Israel. Yeah. So that's the whole Israel, you got to, dear Israel, you got to get back to your socialist roots. All you soldiers, throw down your guns, go home, walk home. And you, the Israelis, call a general strike, have Netanyahu, whatever his name is, arrested and taken to jail, and then have a trial in the Israeli Supreme Court. That's my advice to you. And that's all I'm going to say today. Guy gesund.